Welcome again, everyone. Jerry's Old Guy Review and a little bit of table talk, which is going to be a little different today. I'm going to answer a couple questions, show you a little update, but mainly I'm going to rant a bit, and I apologize to Mr. B and Guns and Gears. But for all of you who follow me on Facebook on the Not Jerry's Old Guy Review Facebook page, I'm done. I am so done with the ignorance on the Facebook. I will only go to Jerry's Old Guy Review at Facebook. I am not going to go to my personal page that I know a lot of us are friends on that page, but I am absolutely done. I have been clearing out people, some of which are my family. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of the pure ignorance. Well, we're going to cover some of that in the RC world also. But I'm going to get my questions answered first before I go off on the Facebook crap. Now, Mr. B, because, as I like to do, asked me a question. Well, sometimes questions are better answered with a visual display. Now, Mr. B wanted to know about the size comparison between the FMS Michigan and the Red Cat Marksman. Now, here's some facts to digest. So, the Marksman is basically a knockoff of the Jeepster Commando. Well, originally it was a Jeepster, and then it became the Commando. Now, the sizes. So let's just go wheelbases. Commando 101, CJ7 93. Length Commando 166, CJ 148. Width 65.2 for the Commando, 68.5 for the CJ. Height, 64.2 for the Commando. CJ, 67.7. So right off the bat, the widths are off, but the wheelbase and the lengths are close enough for me. So let's just go over to them. So here they sit, side by side. The Red Cat is wider than the FMS, which that is off according to real scale, but we've got the hubs lined up, and then we go back, and the Commando bumper to bumper is longer. Wheelbase is longer. But the Jeep, the CJ, is a bit taller. So, I mean, mine is sitting on 2.2s, but meanwhile, that's close enough for me. And as you see them sitting together, yes, Mr. B, your Marksman and your Michigan would look great together. Which, thanks to you bringing that up to me. Now, these two are going to have some adventures together. Now, the question for Guns and Gears. So, let's just do a quick shoo into the unseen afterworld. Oh, there's Teddy, looking pretty. RC four-wheel drive overland. As you'll see, broken bits. I've got the pieces to mend it. I'm going to tell you guys, since I've left you hanging so long on that one, my goal for that one when I broke it was to make an overland camper style rig. I have never done styrene work. So I figured a camper might be, a good way to go. Now, styrene, I have to order. Nobody here carries it. So I can't look at it ahead of time. So that's been my kind of hang up, that am I going to buy a bunch of it, have it shipped here, and then have it not be right? Have it be too thin, blah, blah, blah. A lot of times the measurements I find on there for the selling sites tell me the overall dimensions, but a lot of them I go in for the finer details, and they don't have the width, the thickness of the styrene. So I just need to find a better place to look for it at, but got right off on that tangent. So RC four-wheel drive, if you buy TF2s, they're aftermarket bits. A lot of that they support. The Overland, the six-wheeler, they don't have it anymore, but they have the Sledgehammer, which is the semi-truck version, and then they have the four-wheel Overland. Now, when I broke bits on mine, I had to email RC four-wheel drive, send them pictures, and it took a good week before they told me, okay, we'll send you another email when we see what we can get you. Those particular vehicles are made by JD Models. JD Models is a Chinese company, big surprise. And I'm sure RC four-wheel drive has to reach out to them because they're just distributing their product. So they obviously don't carry spare parts in stock for it. But they did get me the bits. And I'm assuming from Guns and Gears, he was commenting on my Overland video. So obviously he has broke something. And that is the hiccup with the JD Model stuff on RC four-wheel drive. Now, I've never tried reaching out to their website, JD Models, to see if I can get spare parts from them. So far, I've got 1, 2, didn't I have another one? 3, I do have a third one. So I've got 3 of the JD Models one. 2 of them are in pieces, go figure. But one's not broken, only one's broken. The other one isn't, or the other 2 aren't. But that is those 2 items. Yeah, sometimes that's the trouble with getting some of the stuff. I mean, you get all this stuff from Banggood and AliExpress and stuff. You have to deal with, China anyways, which, man, if you need something from Banggood, that little bot thing they have is ridiculous. But I think we'll have to move. I'll have to move the other guys. Yes, we're going to move them just so I can get to the big guy, Schmerl, which I did a test. So those lights that I talked about on there before, they are made for full-size vehicles. So they are 12 volts. So the LiPo batteries, what did I do with my LiPo batteries? Man, I just... Actually, I'm just going to cruise in front for a second. 11.1. So the standard LiPo batteries work perfect. Now, why did I do that? We're going to have to go over here. I've just got my XT60 plug, and I'm going to wire them in. I don't know about the roof light yet, but I had an epiphany, since you gotta get inspired somehow. So, and this might be a good little cheat for everyone else. So, you look at the top, the lights are flush. Oh, how am I going to do that? Oh, wait. Big old honker. You look at the bottom, they stick out. So I basically took some JB Weld plastic mender. Here, we'll go from the side. And I basically filled, these have little ribbed off sections. So I evenly filled them and then drilled from the flat side on the back so they came out perfectly straight. And then I had this old Traxxas winch, decided to throw it on there. The camera makes it look tiny. I mean, it is tiny, but it's not super bad. And then let's, where's my wires? What'd I do with my wires? Oh, I'm just flipping you guys around left and right. Okay, I'll just do it from this side because it's easier. Because I still have to make the connector. And, one of these wires came loose. So, for a few bones, I just, wait a minute, I marked one of these. Which one is it? Oh, there it is. Instead of having to look something up and order something, I just, hopefully I don't blind you. Maybe I will. The wire doesn't want to work with me. Okay. So basically I'm going to put that connector on so I can, And, again, not a lot of justice when the lights are showing, or when the lights are on, but that was fun. And there's plenty of wire on it, so I can run it wherever. And what else was I going to do to this? Oh, I'm still going to mount the back, but I was hoping I still have, I got to cut those wires down, but I think I'm going to use some two-sided tape on this and cut the fender wells down. But so far this has been, I don't know why I didn't do anything with it sooner. But, so now, back to the Facebook crap. I mean, it's bad enough with the RC crap we've got. I mean, once again, I have some of the best people around. The new Axial now. Now it's been, what? It's been out since the 13th. Oh, the heat's on. My people in the comment section, it's not really for me. I might get it. Well, yeah, it's new and different. Yeah, I gotta have it. Nobody ragging on each other. And it's that's refreshing. Then I went through my, other than getting rid of all the crap pages that keep popping up on my Facebook for the channel. Everybody on the channels, I'm just playing now, so I don't sit around talking to myself. All the Facebook channels for RC, half of them they're not even commenting on the fact of the new Axial truck that's out. But meanwhile, all these big pages, I said I was gonna, You know, nobody's really got a nice driving one out yet, but, you know, all the big channels, they're all the same. Just the hate in the comment section, just pissing me off. You know, piece of shit, it's just this, it's just that. You know, that's what I always try to do on this channel. I don't have a preference for something. You know, I find things exciting that other people don't. Mainly because they're RC. Cheap RC. Fun as hell. MST. FMS. Fun as hell. With some tweaks and tunes. But they didn't break the bank to get there. You ask me on the channel, you say I only get my RC cars off of Banggood. And I'd really like to get one of these bigger ones. I don't have any experience with RC. What should I buy? Start with a $200 MST. Start with a $299 FMS. Don't friggin' tell everybody to jump right out and buy the $800 whatever. Oh, if you buy that cheap one, you'll be disappointed. Not as disappointed as you'll be if you buy an $800 one, it breaks and you don't have any clue how to fix it. Yep. You start off on the bottom of the hill to climb to the top of the hill. And I want to thank all my viewers and subscribers and our current collaboration of Team Force of the 118 scales, the WPLs, the HG models. Thank you all of my other channels that promote you don't need to buy the newest, biggest, most expensive thing on the block to have fun. Just like, God forbid, if you ever opened your mouth on YouTube or on Facebook and knew what you were talking about. Some people are so indoctrinated that it's their view or nothing. And I'm sorry, that's just... I've been unsupervised and I've been listening to things today, and I just need to get out and do some driving. And with that, Mr. B, I hope in the midst of all my ranting, I helped you out. Guns and gears, while not super helpful, I'm assuming, I'm glad that you reached out to me so I could send you a comment and then do it in the video also, in case you watch this first. So for all the rest of you, again, thank you for being you. Like and subscribe. Remember, if you have a question and I can show it to you in a visual aid, I will make you a video. Do not be afraid to ask me. And with that, I will talk to you on the next one.